Have you ever been betrayed by someone you completely trusted? Someone you defended? Someone you protected? Someone you would have done anything for, and they still chose to hurt you? Maybe it was a close friend who revealed your deepest secrets. Maybe it was a partner who slowly made you feel worthless. Maybe it was someone you loved unconditionally, who walked away without even looking back. And the worst part? You didn't just lose them. You lost the version of yourself that trusted so deeply. If any of this has touched something inside you, you are not too sensitive. You are not weak. You simply trusted the wrong person. And there is a difference. More than 2,000 years ago, Marcus Aurelius understood this. As one of the most powerful Roman emperors in history, and one of the greatest Stoic philosophers of his time, he was surrounded by betrayal, manipulation, and disloyalty every single day. And yet, he wrote something that still cuts deep to this day. In this video, you'll discover the 9 betrayals that Marcus Aurelius believed should never be forgiven. Stay until the end, because betrayal number 6 is the one most people keep excusing. But it is silently destroying who they are. 1. The person who used your secrets against you. You opened up. You were vulnerable. You shared something deeply personal, something that took real courage to say out loud. And they listened. They nodded. They made you feel safe. But the moment things changed, they took everything you trusted them with and turned it into a weapon. The very words you spoke in your most fragile moment became the knife they used against you. Marcus Aurelius wrote that a person without integrity treats the trust of others as a tool for their own advantage. And he was right. Vulnerability shared with the wrong person isn't connection, it's ammunition. 2. The person who smiled to your face and spoke against you behind your back. They laughed with you. They sat at your table. They called you a friend. But the moment you turned your back, the tone changed. The words changed. The loyalty disappeared. This is one of the most invisible betrayals because you never see it coming. You only feel its damage long after it's done. Marcus Aurelius believed that a person of true character is exactly the same in public as they are in private. The person who wears 2 faces has none, and a person with no face has no place in your life. 3. The person who abandoned you in your darkest moment. When life was easy, they were there. When things were good, they were present. But the moment darkness arrived, the moment you truly needed someone to stand beside you, they were gone. No explanation, no warning, just silence where there used to be warmth. Stoicism teaches that genuine loyalty is never tested in comfort. It is only revealed in crisis. Anyone can stand beside you in the sunshine, but the ones who stay when the storm comes, those are the only ones worth keeping. Everyone else was just passing through. 4. The person who stole your effort and called it their own. You built it. You sacrificed for it. You stayed up late, gave up more than anyone saw, and poured yourself into it completely. And then, they took it. Maybe they took the credit. Maybe they put their name on your work. Maybe they simply let others believe it was theirs and never corrected them. Marcus Aurelius believed that honor is one of the few things a person truly owns. To steal someone's effort is to steal a piece of their identity. Silence in the face of stolen effort is not humility. It is how thieves are rewarded. 5. The person who betrayed you again and again, but always had an excuse. The first time you called it a mistake. The second time, you called it a rough patch. The third time, you ran out of names for it. But they never ran out of reasons. There was always an explanation, always something that made it seem forgivable. always just enough to keep you holding on. Marcus Aurelius taught something simple and brutal. Judge no one by their words. Judge them only by the consistency of their actions over time. An excuse after the first betrayal is human. An excuse after the third is a strategy. 6. The person who turned your world against you. This is the one. This is the betrayal that cuts the deepest of all. Because they didn't just hurt you. They recruited others to do it. They whispered into the ears of the people you loved. They poisoned your friendships, your reputation, your relationships. One quiet conversation at a time. And you had no idea it was happening until the damage was already done. Marcus Aurelius saw this as one of the most calculated forms of cruelty. Not anger, not impulse, but cold, deliberate manipulation of the people around you. Distance yourself from this person, completely, permanently, without explanation. 7. The person who supported you loudly and undermined you quietly. They congratulated you. They said the right words. They appeared in the right moments. But underneath it all, they were quietly hoping you would fall. Every success you had made them feel smaller inside. Every step forward you took reminded them of exactly where they were standing. So they worked in the shadows, planting doubt, shrinking your confidence, slowly dimming your light. Aurelius understood that a person who cannot genuinely celebrate another person's growth is imprisoned by their own emptiness. Some people support you loudly and undermine you quietly. Watch both. Always watch both. 8. The person who only returned when they needed something. They vanished. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into silence. And then, when life got hard for them, you heard from them again. Same warmth, same charm, same familiar tone, as if no time had passed, as if nothing had happened, as if you were simply supposed to be there, waiting. Marcus Aurelius believed that a person who approaches you only in their moment of need does not value you. They value what you can provide. That is not a relationship. That is a transaction. When someone only remembers you in their hardship, remember their absence in yours. 9. The person who made you feel small just to make themselves feel bigger. It wasn't always obvious. It was the constant subtle digs, the quiet comparisons, the way they twisted your words, the way they made you question your own instincts. And you didn't even realize it was happening until one day you looked in the mirror and barely recognized yourself. This kind of betrayal doesn't leave bruises anyone can see, but it leaves damage that can take years to undo. Marcus Aurelius wrote that a truly strong person never needs to diminish another. The need to make others feel small is always a confession of deep insecurity. The person who shrinks you to feel tall has already told you everything about who they are. So what do you do after a betrayal like this? Marcus Aurelius didn't preach revenge. He didn't teach bitterness. But he understood something that most people never learn. Forgiving everything is not wisdom. Sometimes it is simply self-abandonment dressed up as kindness. Here is what the Stoics would tell you. 5 principles to carry forward. 1. Never explain yourself to someone who has already chosen to misunderstand you. 2. Never beg for loyalty from someone who has already shown you who they are. 3. Stop keeping people in your life out of history alone. Shared memories are not the same as genuine love. 4. Forgive for your own peace, but never confuse forgiveness with an open door. 5. Let your silence and your distance speak louder than your anger ever could. Strong people grieve betrayal. Weak people repeat it, This is the truth Marcus Aurelius leaves us with. Not everyone deserves a second chance. Not every wound deserves to be explained. And not every person who walked into your life was meant to stay in it. Protecting your peace is not cruelty. Choosing yourself is not selfishness. Walking away from what breaks you is not weakness. It is the beginning of wisdom. Some people deserve your forgiveness, but some simply deserve your absence. If this video resonated with something you've lived through, it's because you already knew this truth. You just needed someone to say it out loud. If you want more videos on Stoic philosophy, Marcus Aurelius, the psychology of human behavior, emotional intelligence, toxic relationship dynamics, and personal power, subscribe now. Because understanding people, the right ones and the wrong ones, is how you take back control of your life.